Hello, Sagittarius and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Welcome to Natural Healing Tarot. Today we are going to take a look at your weekly tarot reading for January 5th through the 11th. If you find the messages helpful or that it resonates with your situation, please feel free to like the video or comment below. Also, if you would like future messages, you are more than welcome to subscribe. Everyone is always welcome here, and I upload messages daily. So Sagittarius, let's take a look. Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs within your birth chart. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title that resonates, there's most likely something here in the message. Also, guys, I do a drawing here every month, so if it's something that you guys want to get entered into for a free personal reading, all you have to do is comment your astrological sign below. And last but certainly not least, I pull a power thought card at the end of every message. So if it's something that you're interested in seeing, if there's something in the message that's resonating for you, it will be helpful to stay until the end for the power thought card. It's just a little positive boost, okay? A little positive boost at the end. So, Sagittarius, observer, message in a bottle, and not for you. So not for you symbolizes the ultimate message behind not for you is rejection is God's protection. Understanding everything happens for a reason. I feel like there's going to be a message that comes through that helps you understand this a little better. Right now, I feel like this is your energy. You're just sitting back, observing, waiting, watching, seeing how everything is playing out, seeing how everything is adding up. Okay, but not making any action quite yet. So let's see here, Sag. See what we can see for you for this week. We will start with the Fairy Tarot, and then we will move into the original tarot deck. So let's take a look. Most important message for Sagittarius, Spirit. What does Sagittarius need to see for January 5th through the 11th? Please and thank you. Listen to your heart. A lot of Sagittarius's readings have been coming up letting go of something that is no longer serving you. Okay, whether this is a person, place, or thing, okay, this thing that you need to release has become a burden in your life. I feel like at one point it was probably very loving, very caring relationship, but it's taken a turn for the worse. Okay, and I feel like even though your heart is here, okay, your heart wants to stay, your mind, your intuition is telling you something, and you can't quite put your finger on it. I definitely get the sense here that the thing that is calling to you is this knowing that somebody isn't quite being honest with you. Somebody hasn't told you the full truth, all of the information in a situation. And even though you want to see the good in this person, the need here is to see the situation practically. Okay, don't look at this. Look at the situation emotionally and practically. Don't get so caught up in emotions that you can't see the real picture. But don't get so caught up in being practical that you're emotionless. You see what I mean? There's a balance. There's a balance in between that, okay? Heavy, heavy energy coming out here. Burden, stress, anxiety is not healthy for anybody to go through this, okay? I feel like this situationship is what we're going to call it. It is at sometimes very happy, very emotionally fulfilled. And then at other times, it's very distant and very daunting. I feel like there is a need here to accept, first of all, and then make a plan with your eye on the long term. Okay, so if you see this is your person, then you might have to find a way to accept this behavior. Accept that sometimes they're going to be around and they're going to be very loving and be very caring, and then sometimes they're going to be gone and they're going to be very distant. That's what you're accepting, okay? They may change. They may come to their senses and find that this behavior pattern isn't serving them. I don't feel like that's very likely, though, if they have somebody who's always waiting to accommodate. Okay, it's obviously serving them in some sense, or they wouldn't have people waiting in the midst. Okay, and I feel like that may be what the problem is. Maybe you're not the only person waiting. Again, acceptance is going to be key. If this isn't a relationship, if this is a career opportunity, career venture, I feel like this is more of a shady type of business practice. You might see that there's some flaws, and it might not be something that you want to get caught up in, because there are corporations, there are businesses that have gone down and taken people with them when their intent wasn't to be ill-mannered, to be deceitful. I feel like this decision is very stressful for you. And the only way to come out of that stress is to make a plan and to have patience. Try and have an understanding here that everything happens for a reason, Sag, and things are going to start revealing themselves to you. All you have to do is ask, okay? So let's break it down. First cards out is the Moon with the Ace of Swords. So this tells me that there's going to be a decision made based on the information that's going to be revealed. Okay, there's going to be some secrets that are going to come out that's going to give you a better understanding of why things have happened the way that they have. Okay, now I don't feel here, Sag, that walking away from this connection is going to be an easy one for you. I feel like there is a lot of, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? 1 minute you want to stay, you want to work it out. 1 minute you want to go and be off, doing your own thing, finding the person who is meant to be for you, okay? With the Emperor in reverse, this could be a person who is self-sabotaging. This could be you. This could be the other person. What I feel like here, Sag, is they're doing this as a form of manipulation. Okay? Understand, and it's a narcissistic tendency. I'm not saying they're a narcissist. However, for a person to dangle a carrot in front of you, string you along, is definitely a sociopathic tendency. Now, being aware that this is happening is going to be key. Okay? Because I feel like right now, you do feel tied. You're not wanting to see. You're not wanting to pay attention. It's like you go from this airy energy, like, oh, everything's rainbows and lollipops, and then as soon as something happens, it's very dark. We have the Strength card coming out again here, Sag, so definitely acceptance is going to be a big piece this week in moving forward. I feel like this is going to be the final nail in the coffin, though. I feel something's going to shift your perspective, okay? And maybe it's they were gone too long. Maybe it's a message that comes forward revealing that they might have strayed again or went out or did something behind your back again, okay, to show you that they really haven't changed even though they said they would. So this is going to cause you to kind of go within, maybe not make the decision yet, but really take a step back and introspect. Fix the camera here for you guys. I really get the sense here, Sag, that all these delays, all this back and forth energy for you is really causing you to go within and introspect. And I feel like ultimately, even though it is going to be hurtful, that you're going to choose to end this. You can't keep going through this sadness, this heartache, this stress, and understanding that this person, this back and forth energy that they keep exuding with you, it has nothing to do with you. Okay, so if they are saying that it is something to do with you, this is definitely a narcissist that you're dealing with, narcissistic tendencies. Okay, don't listen to that. Okay, everybody has their own things that they're going through. Everybody has their own belief systems, their personality flaws. Everybody has these things. Some people are actively working to change the things that they don't like about themselves. Some people stay stuck in this repetitive cycle of using people. The only way to get out of that cycle is to choose self, Sag, and to really go within, introspect with the Hermit, take this time, mourn this loss, okay, with the Nine of Swords, and go within. Go within, get grounded, be practical, get clear on what it is that you truly want out of this. What's the outcome you envision for yourself? Okay, that's going to truly make you happy. And if you say, well, I want this person to be the person that I want to be with forever, but I also want them to be loving and caring and be around all the time, it's not going to be both. I hate to say it, not at least for the time being. This person has lessons that they are learning. And I feel like these lessons they're learning is through these other connections. So even though they shouldn't be in a partnership while they're going through this self-discovery process. And that's really what it is. When a person is in a player energy, when a person is bouncing from partner to partner, what that tells me is that person is trying to learn different lessons through different people. They may not feel they can learn from the last person. Okay, they may have felt like they've learned everything that they can learn, and then they're going to try a new thing. This is all part of the self-discovery process. It's discovering what you do and don't want in relationships. Going through that process for some is eventually they're going to be shown how that energy feels, is what it boils down to. And that's karma into play. But until that takes place, do you want to be sitting here continually getting hurt? Is the question you have to ask yourself. Okay? I do feel like after you choose to end this, which could very well be at the end of the week, I feel like this is going to have you feeling very liberated, very freeing. It's a very freeing feeling, like the monkey's finally off my back. Now, that's not to say, Sag, that in a week, in 2 weeks, this sadness will arise again. You have to have the strength, the willpower. That's why it's important to get clear on what you want the outcome to be and why. Why do you want that outcome? It's going to help when this sadness arises. Like, okay, I made the decision to walk away because this person was back and forth with their energy. If they haven't changed that, which it takes 3 to 6 months to completely change a habit, especially a long-standing habit. So understand that this might not happen overnight. This may happen over the next year, over the next 5 years. This person could never have a realization that they're treating people wrong. That's why there's a need to accept the person as they are now. So, Sagittarius, I feel like the advice that's coming out this week is acceptance for sure. And really just grieving, focusing on the things that truly make you happy with or without this connection, and implementing more of those things in your life. So, Sag, the Power Thought card that's coming out for you guys is, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. So, Sag, that is the message that I have for you guys coming out. I do want to do an extended reading on this message. I want to take a look at this person. I'm going to take a look at how they are coming across, what their position is. I also want to take a look at where this is headed, a little bit more advice on how to get there. So if it's something that you're interested in, the link will be below in the description box. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.